Welcome to CathyDslayt's SRC4U software Zoom call for February 3rd, 2021. To access Cathy's Zoom call, we're going to click here and remember this passcode. We're going to allow. Type in the passcode, and then we're going to join the call. The meeting is already started. We're going to join without video.
I want to show you from yesterday, and first I want to mention again the YouTube that I sent this morning is not meant to raise everybody's blood pressure. It's meant to give us a message so that we can do something about it. And it's a compelling message. I took real detailed notes, and we'll see if we can put some kind of protocol together that will help. But of course, nothing helps like our own action. And remember that in the background, in the mastery, we're working on protection of people. And at the end of the call yesterday, we had liver. That was our focus. Look at the Pro Tools we wanted for the liver, but look down here. We want 545 times pathogen panel for liver. So you might want to, if you have the Pro Tools, you might want to work on yourself this way as well for liver. You might want to investigate some detox programs and test yourself to see if any of this would be beneficial. But look at that, 545 runnings of the pathogen panel in reference to stress related to the liver. So let's go ahead and get our panel up here. Let's start and let's see as a group who we want to include. To self always comes litters. Our vehicles, we want to include our vehicles as well today. So this would be the vehicles of the group. Now let's see if we want a name image. This image stuff continues to get more interesting because the images, as you know, do serve as a template, as we're surrounded by all realities according to quantum. And if that's the case, why would we pull in some of these things we're pulling in? We might want to form a little template and redefine what we're pulling in. And we do want a name image, so let's go in here. And anytime you think of an image and want to add it, definitely do these. For mine, for the most part, I have some bars of gold and some things related to health, but then the 72 names of God, which are all images. So let's see what we want. And it's still cold out there. right, so our image is letting go. You see right there. So that makes a lot of sense to me. Let's just go in here. Gives us a little more information. Now we can go ahead and optimize. This is according to Ray, this is just information, don't focus on it. But we know one of the things about the optimization is if there was any person in the group, for example, that did not want this energy, it just wouldn't optimize. So let's go ahead now and see what kind of clearing, if any. These clearings started a couple months ago before doing any other work. And it's interesting, the more you do them, I don't know if any of you are doing clearings now or not, but the more you do them, the more your body builds up its own energy to do the clearing itself. Okay, we want the long scan, see that 97%. So let's go on down. I don't know if any of you have seen this or not, but I'm also seeing if you work with someone who is in a weakened state, very often they just want the short clearing. They're not physically, energetically up to all this. But today looks like we are, so let's see what comes up. Okay, so if we look at just under 1,000, because you know that according to this, we're scanning the etheric field, and according to Grandmaster David, the numbers under 1,000 are those points of stress. This doesn't sound too bad. Conscious energy of healing, and there's a new post up, and one of the things that's mentioned is the irony. We have all this fear about our health and our own demise. And the truth is that we have self-healing ability. Okay, so we're pretty much resonating with that as a group. Now this smash command, this is about our words. We start noticing what we say, and that's a powerful factor in what we create. You know, in my real estate days, do I have it in there? Hold on. Maybe I do. Hold on. Anyway, in my real estate days, I had a common expression which was, what a pain in the neck. And I'll be doggone if I didn't have some of the worst neck pain, and now it's all gone. Let's find that smash command if we can. There we go. So let's go ahead and save that in here so we have it in the future. And this is going into the etheric field, and you may start having some awareness of things you're saying that you had not been aware of. They just habits, things your family said maybe. Maximum protection. Okay, that's a little stress. Let's just go ahead and put that in the shin. And that will send that through over and over. We could get down here. Let's see if we want any Pro Tools today. Yeah, we do want some Pro Tools, so let's go in. We'll come back to this. Remember that right click, which gives you, if there are necessary repeats, hear that. Receive higher frequencies from the universe. Asking for some good stuff today. And this is going to be in our field all day. So if a person isn't working with the Pro Tools, they're still going to receive this information. But, since this is my full-time work, I have the Pro Tools. It's not necessary. If a person just works with the P4, they've got a powerful software here. And this is the P4 that we're working with here. Achieve what is desired. Free from threats to health and vitality. Okay, so that gives us that information, and they're all doused in now. Let's see what we got here. Okay, so let's go in, maximum protection. We can simply, this yes therapy can also be done in the 3D world with stating what you want. Are you familiar? Is this group pretty much familiar with the yes therapy?
Yes.
Yeah. You can also look it up online, but what you would basically do, we're going to install maximum protection. You see up here, user selection Q&A. That means it'll come back and tell us what percentage is accomplished, and you may do this over and over and over, depending on what number comes up, because you want obviously 100%. We want the soul imaging, so let's just go in here. And this one is another one, takes a little time to get set up. We'll get started here. And then supercharger. I'm pretty sure I have that one in here. Well, I don't, so I thought I would have had that one. So I think most of you are familiar with these healing codes. This is the healing numbers and codes generator. I don't know how they generate these codes, but since everything in the universe is a number, because it's a frequency, and a frequency is a number, I really enjoy getting these codes. Okay, so there's the code for maximum protection, and if you scroll on down, you can get a color image as well. Copy it. Let them know you like it. You're going to have to type a little something in here in order for this save as cocktail to highlight. It won't highlight with just the image. And then it seems that we always want to hammer these things, and that's not what I want to do. We want to perhaps do more than we need to. So I like to test to see how long we want to go. Supercharger. And we're just looking for the lowest number. This doesn't have to be perfect. There's 1 year that looks like that's this right here. Hour and a half. And this does not mean necessarily, I don't know why they have it worded this way, that this will last for a year, because our energy flows. So it doesn't necessarily, call for us to never do it again for a year. You'll know what comes up in your scans. Now this, as you know, I'm just going down the manual, and if you get in the habit of going down this and just copying and, changing what you want to change, but a couple of the basics, these built-in general options, show tool tabs. Next, let's just go to the same thing. Right here, we're going to scan and see what numbers come in under 1,000, and we're going to douse those or scan those in. So we've got elemental options. People, places, situations is a 0. Resistance factor. Stress factor, sustenance requirements, the nutrition, and symptoms. So I'm just going to copy this in case I forget some of them. My daughter is telling me, this is a dowsing checklist, by the way, I'm working on. Not finished with it yet. We should have it by tomorrow if anybody is interested, but go ahead and just paste that here. My daughter says there are some mushroom products for brain that I need to take. I think I'm going to check it out, because I can't always remember all these. Okay, so we've got elemental options. No, we had people places, situations at a 0. Stress, sustenance requirements, and system. And we've got the personal options. These fatty acids, I was just reading something the other day that said we could almost give up all our other supplements and just make sure we get our fatty acids. Tonify, that's the tonification of the organs. This is not talking about workout type stuff. Let's go ahead and add that. And then, since we seem to have this liver stress going on, we do have quite a few cocktails in the SRC already in reference to the liver. And remember, this is all etheric, and it's extremely proactive. You might not find out from a doctor that there's any of this type of stress, but it's in the field. So since we see what we see, why not look down and just see what's under 1,000? We see, well, just plain old liver. We want that cocktail. Liver cirrhosis. And it's not unusual to see liver cirrhosis with people who don't drink. It can be from all the sugar. Liver support. This is a YouTube. Every now and then you find a good YouTube that actually is of benefit being put in the SRC. Then let's just go down here. I don't forget any of them until I get my brain mushrooms. For support. And this YouTube on the liver. Okay. And you can see, again, we just want the wonder click. So that is far more powerful than probably most of us realize. So many days we don't want anything deeper. Let's go ahead and let's just check the Pro Tools first. I think I did. Maybe not. Yeah. No, we're good. We're good there. So let's go in. And we just don't want to preserve anything. We just want to focus. Let's see where we are. And that's a good idea, as you know, to hold your intent before you hit this. Okay, so there's a little stress related to fluids. Maybe we're drinking the wrong fluids or not enough. Let's wait. This is going to peel away the layers of resistance. This synchronization, and the more you guys do this work, and I know those of you on the call pretty much see this as it is, nothing is a coincidence. And I believe when you have these synchronizations or coincidences, that's information you're getting from the intelligence that surrounds you. You're clearing blocks for it to come in. A little bit weak. Let's just, for the heck of it, go in here and see what's the status of that. Would be a negative thing. Just douse it down. Let's go ahead and put it in the Gong to invert. Remember, the Shen strengthens, the Gong inverts. Productive stress, sweat glands. That used to come up all the time and stop. Now I see it again. Liver, gallbladder, stress. This is an interesting thing, this compliance, and if you do get a chance to watch the YouTube or whatever kind of video it was this morning, you might have some thoughts on that you didn't have before. Let's just put stress related to compliance. Copy that in case we have to put it in the Gong. What we really are looking for is sovereignty. Yeah, that's a significant stress. For example, if you've done your own research, like on the mask, and you don't personally agree with that philosophy, when you go into a business wearing it, is that actually on some level extremely stressful? Cold-blooded, tuning some things out. Things that used to get to us, now we just like whatever. Let's see where we are. Yeah, look at that. Let's just put that in there. What happens to cows during an earthquake? They give milkshakes. I have no idea where these things come from. Strength to speak your truth with family. Let's just see where we are with that. Okay, looks pretty good. Disallowed anger. This might be one of the factors in reference to the liver. Yeah, that's significant. apprehensive. There's that synchronization again, and that's the conflict. So we're wanting, you might even say, a few lucky breaks, some things to come in a timely manner, some intuition, etc., etc. So let's get in here. Let's go ahead and add auto to this, see if there's anything else. Same way here. We want increase all my energies, change negative child traits, and increase my good fortune. And we want a complete and total burn down session, which means we just want a major clearing. So anyway, anything to add? Anybody have any thoughts? Yeah, I guess this is it for today, and thanks a lot to you guys, and I will talk to you tomorrow.
This will conclude our SRC4U Zoom call for February 3rd, 2021. Thank you for joining, and we look forward to seeing you again. Take care and be well.